Mr. Bennet, your campaign is suggesting currently, not the first term, this term right now, that your opponent is suing the Trump administration too much as a political stunt. Specifically now, which of the 65 lawsuits would you back Colorado out of?
You know, for me, Marshall, it's not about the lawsuits he brought, it's the lawsuits he didn't bring.
Well, I'm asking
it's the
about
fact,
the ones
yeah, I know
right
what
now.
you're asking, but let me tell you something. It's the fact that he was missing in action for the entire first term of Donald Trump, and he said the reason that he was missing in action was that there were restraints on Donald Trump in Donald Trump's own administration. This was the most lawless administration in American history. This was the administration that brought us January 6th. This is the administration that brought us the Muslim ban. This is the administration that overturned Roe versus Wade. This was the administration, as I just said, that separated kids from their parents at the border. That's the point that I've made throughout this campaign, as you said during the fact check. It's up to Colorado's voters to decide whether all these lawsuits he's filed since he ran for governor is because it's just political. Where was he during the first term? And we know the answer to that. He didn't believe it was an existential threat to America. I did.
I just want to be clear, you didn't name one lawsuit you would back out of Mr. Weiser.
I had this attack levied on me months ago. I asked the same question. He's had months to find a single lawsuit that I brought and shouldn't, and he can't. He's making a charge. It's a serious charge, calling me an opportunist, bringing lawsuits for political reasons, not to protect the people of Colorado. When I sue, every time I take it seriously, and I ask two questions. Is the law being broken, and are Coloradans being harmed? If it's a Chesapeake Bay issue that doesn't affect Colorado, I wouldn't sue. But if it's SNAP benefits, if it's Forest Service firefighters being fired, if it's energy funds, I'm going to sue. And if you want to make charges against me, you should have facts to back them up. We, the people, deserve a substantive debate, not character.
This is a substantive debate. Is it illegal? Does it affect Colorado? I would say the answer is there is no lawsuit that more affected Colorado than the lawsuit that more than 20 Democratic attorney generals brought to stop Donald Trump from separating children from their parents at the border. Was that not illegal, Mr. Attorney General?
We're going to talk about that issue.
Was that not?
We're going to talk about that issue. I just think it's important to know.
We're talking about it right now. Was that not illegal?
No, what we talked about now is you made a charge. You said, I brought these 65 lawsuits for political reasons. You've had months to think about it. You can't name a single one that I shouldn't have brought.
I've said again, Phil, completely consistent with what I said throughout this entire campaign, the failure was the failure to not show up in the first Donald Trump term.
We can continue that conversation when you have an opportunity to talk with each other, perhaps.